Rush Limbaugh's wit and wisdom has blessed the lives of many Americans. You can hear some of that wit and wisdom on the James Hendricks Show. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. I tell you what. Today we're going to be talking about Federalist government. Really, to some extent, it means returning back to the traditional values that matter most, what we value as Americans. There is one piece in the Federalist, and it says that the decision on Roe v. Wade is popular with most average Americans. And that piece was, I believe, was written by Beth Whitehead. Let me tell you something, guys. This isn't something that we just sit there and fart around about, okay? We need to protect life. Now, I know some conservatives might consider it to be a federal issue. I don't think it should be. I think it should be left up to the states. Because my concern is, say we do make it a federal issue. You know, the mood of the people is, a couple election cycles is conservative. In fact, most of them will make laws against abortion. But say the pendulum swings back, which unfortunately it does at times. And what happens? You're going to get laws that favor abortion. So, shame on both parties that are trying to make it a federal issue. In fact, shame on both parties for some of the rhetoric that they're having nowadays. Okay, it's reactive. Now, I gotta be honest with you. Okay, I'm not necessarily agree with my brother podcaster Father Michael about everything, but I gotta say, in some ways, he's right. So much of the news is focused on what's negative. Okay? Like, here's another piece in the Federalist. Leftist racists consider Clarence Thomas an angry black man. I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm going to do some research and I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, Tom Elliott wrote that piece. He wrote that piece, and you know what? These leftists, they keep changing their tune. Think about it. During Clinton and Obama, it was like, these angry white men. And now it's like, this angry black man. Please. I can just imagine now. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of humor in this before I go on to the next story. A little humor where Bill Clinton is consulting with President Biden. It's the wee hours of the morning. You guys ready? Here we go. And now, a look at the White House behind the scenes. I've told Hillary, shut up. Stop calling him an angry black man when we need to focus once again on the angry white man. Bill, you were president, nearly 30 years ago? Things have changed. Yeah, I like white guilt. I like white guilt. Where's my ice cream? It's coming, Mr. President. I know you like white guilt, but look, if you keep on and not say anything about this, it just gives Hillary what she wants, and then she'll lose. I'm trying to get her to change her view. It's not going to be too easy. Look, Mr. President, can you stop sniffing girls' hairs and ignoring what's going on with you and Hunter and Burisma, and start saying angry white men. Angry white men. You mean like, let's go Brandon? No. Angry white men. If you do let's go Brandon, we don't have a chance. Cause that's just fueling the fire. And you and Hillary, I'm gonna go talk to her again when she's not touring all over the country and tell her to stop this thing against Clarence Thomas. So look, I know he was with us in Yale Law School, but who gives a damn? Enough of this angry black men. We need to go back to saying angry white men, or we're going to lose this election in 2022 and 2024. Relax, relax, please. I got it all under control. Hey, where's my ice cream? Mr. President, you don't sound too good. Did you fall off your bike again? No, but I'm going to ride it again. No, don't do that. Don't ride and fall off your bike again. People look at that, and we'll be in more trouble. Please, you got to listen to me, okay? Deny everything and turn it around to angry black men. What are we talking about? Tune in next time for the White House Behind the Scenes. Hey, I have to use a little humor every once in a while, you know? Because of how reactive things are going. There is another story on CBN News. I think the last name of the person who composed it, his name is Lane. And he was discussing, and he was interviewing this, I think, Christian sociologist that says, that all of this wokeness and reactiveness started back in the 1920s. I wouldn't doubt that, with the flappers and everything, and people being as corrupt as Warren G. Harding. And, just a gradual removal of God from the public schools. Leaving a generation like, some of the boomers and Gen X and forward not having the joy of having prayer and Bible in public schools. Some people may say that I'm harsh and that I'm an idiot. But I believe in private schools and homeschools. In fact, I think if the private school I went to when I was in the 5th grade, if they knew how to deal with a blind person, which sadly they didn't, what it came down to was I probably would have stayed in private school, regardless of maybe some of the social awkwardness. I probably would have stayed, because I think that there is nothing like a good quality classical Christian education to know exactly who our founding fathers are. And there were some black founding fathers, whether you want to believe it or not, there were. So this craziness, we take God out. And who do you think wants God removed and the nation divided? Folks, that's the author of this dang reactive culture that's been going on since the dawn of time. Started vamping up a little bit in the 1920s, ratcheted up a little bit in the 1960s, and then even if advances like the collapse of the Berlin Wall, but we still have problems with our reactive culture. And so that's why I'm here to explain to you that Federalist government puts God back in government and quits dividing the country. And with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of receiving those daily updates. It's Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. God bless you guys.